Lisa, it's great to have you with us. Good morning.
Hi, Phil. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Are you kidding? When I heard that you have your very first book out, and when I heard what you did to inspire that book, I said, absolutely. We need to hear Lisa's story for sure. So tell us, what is the book about, and what inspired all of this?
So the book is called Life in the Fat Lane, and it's about a personal struggle with the successes and the triumphs and the failures of weight loss. I was inspired. I read a lot of biographies, celebrity biographies, and one day as I was reading it, I said, you know what? Everybody has a story to tell. I want to tell my story, and I want to inspire people because there's so many people out there who struggle with their weight on a daily basis.
What is it about your story, Lisa, that you think will inspire people, that folks will say, wait a minute, I want to find out more about who she is and how she got things going? What makes her tick?
In my book, I am completely transparent. It's very personal, and I talk about a lot of things that plus-size people go through, but nobody will talk about them. For instance, when you go out to a restaurant, the booths are so tiny, and I've only recently learned to say, hey, can I have a table instead of a booth? Because you sit in a booth and you're uncomfortable. And I know there's so many people out there who have the same problem, but they don't talk about it. So there's a lot of things in here that I think will get people talking.
Yeah. Was it hard for you to lose weight?
At times, it was hard. Then I went through a period of time when I was so motivated and so determined, and I lost 60 pounds. And then, as you'll read in the book, life gets in the way again, and I gained it all back. I had wanted to finish the book as a success story, losing 100 pounds. And I met a wonderful lady on the soccer field when my son was playing soccer, and she said to me, why don't you just finish it? Because not every story is a success story. And I said, that's right. I said, you pick up so many books, and it's about people who said, I lost 100 pounds and I kept it off, but that's not always real life.
Yeah, exactly. Lisa, do you think losing weight is harder than maintaining?
I think maintaining is harder. Yeah. I think the biggest key to losing weight, and where I had the most success, is walking every day. Mm-hmm. Once you stop that, and you come up with every excuse, it's too cold, it's too windy. I was recently very inspired because we took a trip to Montreal in February for my son's birthday to see the New England Revs. And you can't get much colder than Montreal in February. So as I walked around in 18 below weather, I said, you know what? No more excuses. When it's cold in Rhode Island, I can get out there and walk. When it's raining, I can get out there and walk. And I do. I've been doing that now.
Lisa, tell folks the title of your brand new book, because I'd love to have them order it either online. Tell us the title and how we can get a hold of your brand new book.
So it's called Life in the Fat Lane, and it's going to be on Amazon, available on Amazon Friday.
That sounds so awesome. When it comes to inspiring other people, I know that stories of struggles always have a bond, a connection. No shortcuts there. What do you want people to get out of your book?
I want people to know that they're not alone, that there's so many of us going through the same thing, and all you have to do is ask for help. You can ask your friend, your spouse, your mother. Just say, I need help, I need support. People want to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. How much of this depends on a really positive attitude?
I think 100% of it depends on a positive attitude, because there's also, I talk about in the book, being depressed and just reaching for that food. That food becomes your friend, and you find comfort in that food. So if you can just keep a positive attitude and learn to push that away, that's half the battle.
Oh, tell that to my salami at 11:30 at night. When
Mine is ice cream. In the book, there's a chapter called Ice Cream is My Kryptonite. And, yeah, everybody has a kryptonite.
Who's keeping a food journal, right? Although,
if you don't write it down, it doesn't count.
I enjoy the title very much. Life in the Fat Lane. I thought that was very, very clever. Who's the publisher?
The publisher is Stillwater Publications, and they're local in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. They are awesome.
I love that. I love promoting local. You have a fascinating story. I understand that your background is very similar to ours. You're in broadcasting. We're in broadcasting, marketing, promotions. What are you doing now, by the way, Lisa?
Right now, I am working in customer service for a local cable company. And I love it because I love my hours. It allows me to pursue other things like writing. And there will be more books coming out because I love writing so much. So you can all stay tuned for that. And and then I'm just home like everybody else these days, working from home.
And a mother of two, busy life, active life. I think you ought to get your own TV show.
I would love that.
Finally, what did I not ask you, Lisa, that you'd like to leave with our listeners this morning?
I suppose going forward, my ultimate goal, what your ultimate goal would be, my ultimate goal, as I said earlier, would be to inspire people and maybe do some public speaking and just get out there and just help people feel better about themselves.
Yeah, you're a giver. I like that. I like who you are, what you've done, and the reason behind Life in the Fat Lane. Folks, do pick up the book, order it, read it, and then get a hold of Lisa. Maybe by that time you'll be able to come on out to civic groups or to, different kinds of groups and share your inspiration and wisdom.